Hello? Anna? How's Mona? Louise? In Kendal? Well, how could I let her stay?
It's in here, about Sammy Rogers. What a load of rubbish.
Let's see.
2 drunken teenagers died last night when police chased a car which was stolen at speeds over 80 miles per hour through Skelmersdale, near Lancashire. The driver of a Ford Escort XR3A had to be cut out of the wreckage when the car overturned in a country lane. The driver and front seat passenger were dead on arrival at Ormskirk General Hospital. The 2 dead will not be named until relatives have been informed, but the injured were Samantha Rogers, aged 16, and Veronica Williams. Now, can you imagine her getting drunk and robbing a car?
Loads of kids do it.
Yeah, but her name's been printed and nothing's been proved.
Well, she was in the car, wasn't she?
Well, maybe she didn't know it was stolen.
Come off it.
Oh, you don't know. It's the papers. They print anything they like. Take my dad's court case, for instance, over hitting the teacher. Well, my name was mentioned and I did nothing wrong. People still whisper about me on the bus and that. Sex case hairdresser, they make me sick.
Yeah, well, they've got a right to report about court cases.
Oh, yeah, and ruin people's reputations.
Sammy Rogers was only injured.
Just wait till she gets out of hospital. They'll be calling her a car thief and a drunk and everything just because of that.
Oh, get away.
Go on, laugh. You don't know what it's like. Please don't print rubbish about you.
Yeah, well, I don't give them any reason to, do I?
Yeah, well, even if you did, they probably wouldn't. They'd be too scared. And you pick on people who can't fight back.
What have I done?
Yeah, who wants to go on Concord? Hey, do you know they got a branch of Harrods on the QE2?
Yeah, well, don't say too much about it while Harry's around, okay?
I'll rub his flaming nose in it.
Oh, honey, that's just what I don't want. He's pretty down right now.
Yeah, well, it's time he was put straight. I should have told him years ago.
He's gonna be awfully lonely when we leave.
Oh, we'll find some other mug.
I want you to apologize. I mean it. He's given me the hospitality of his home for weeks now. I don't want to go back with all this on my mind.
After what he said, all the lies, he could have broken us up, you know, because that's what he was after.
Maybe, but I'm prepared to forget it. Look, he knows he can't come between us now. Apologize, hmm?
No.
Please, Ralph.
Look, if he apologises to me, then I might just consider it.
Can't you do better than that?
No, Lana, because it's a matter of principle.
Have you phoned work yet?
I'll do it later.
Any more news on Samantha?
No, she's still unconscious.
We suppose they're only amnesia.
It seems they didn't know that the car was stolen.
Gonna try and pin that one on our Sammy, are you?
Frank, please.
I still have to question her about it.
She won't be prosecuted, though, will she?
It's not up to me, love.
The other girls, how are they?
In a lot of trouble with her parents, but otherwise all right. Veronica's none too happy about getting her friends injured. It seems it was her idea to go with these 2 lads.
Do you know anything about them?
Well, they've both had convictions for taking cars.
How did she get tied up with the likes of them?
We'll have to wait until the inquest to find out.
An inquest? Well, Sammy won't have to go there, will she?
I'm afraid so. They all will.
Oh, she's fine, Mrs. Black. Well, I just didn't expect her to go running up to Kendal. Oh, yes, they've become very close. She'll be back in a day or 2. Yes, I'll see to that. All right. Uh-huh. Goodbye. She spent the night wandering around and then took a coach up to Kendal.
Louise?
Who else? Now your mother's blaming me for upsetting her, she says.
Is she okay?
Oh, she's fine. She's got beyond a joke. Your mother's become obsessed with that damn girl.
She does need looking after.
Your mother needs looking after. That girl's running this whole household. She's running your mother's life. She's even beginning to run mine. She's got her on a string, manipulating her every step of the way. If it suits her, she'll stay here playing the daughter. Otherwise, she does what she likes. Meanwhile, we're taking all the strain.
Mum says she needs guidance, Dad.
Guidance? She needs discipline. Why can't Anna be content to be a magistrate? Why does she have to be the social conscience of Brookside Close?
Hardly.
She gets worse. That girl followed her home after a court hearing. She should have wiped her hands of it there and then. Isn't that the whole basis of being a JP? Complete impartiality, remaining detached, dispassionate. She's made a classic mistake. She's at that silly girl's beck and call. It's do-gooding gone mad.
Well, you've got your Sappho work. Isn't that do-gooding?
There's no comparison. Louise isn't our responsibility. We've done our turn as parents. It's Lucy. Your sister couldn't stand it here, so she voted with her feet and left us. And I go so far as to say your mother drove her away. Oh, no. Couldn't have a distressed daughter stealing shampoo from supermarkets. Now she feels so guilty about her daughter who barely writes twice a year. And she has to have someone else to mold. A second chance, someone she just picked up along the way. But it's not right. It's not our responsibility.
And that day we went to the fair, and your dad wandered off and got lost. Remember, we were an hour looking for him. We find him on the Big Dipper with some lads from Bootle. That was when you were 10. Doesn't seem very long ago, does it? Remember, our Katie had just started school, and she used to cry every day going to school.
Doing great, love.
Don't you want to have a go?
Well, better out than me, Chris. Do you want some tea, love?
Yeah, please. Sam, do you remember when we first moved up here? That first Christmas? When your dad and I went out and left you lot to cook the turkey, eh? What a disaster. Do you remember it wouldn't fit into the microwave and you cut it in half, and then your dad got angry when his new record got smashed? Sam, remember when we dressed up as Arabs to fool Harry Cross and you were really upset? Sam, nurse, nurse, quick! She's just come round suddenly. Will she be all right? Nurse, will you tell my husband? Sam? Oh, Sam, come on, love, wake up. Don't go back to sleep. There's a good girl. Sammy, come on, love.
What's happened?
She just came round suddenly.
Oh, thank God for that. Has she said anything?
No, not yet. Sam? Sam, look, it's your dad. Can you see him? Oh, speak to her, love, eh?
You'll be all right, love. Hey, did you get the doctor?
Yeah.
Sam, you're gonna be fine, love. You're gonna be great, love.
See, Roger's girl's been injured in a car chase.
Yes, I know. Ralph told me. He saw the patrol car next door.
Well,
Are you sure you wouldn't like anything washing, Harry?
no thanks. Hello, fella. I don't suppose nobody's fed you, have they?
Speak to him.
No, love.
It's not just me he's dumping, you know. Oh, no. He's swanning off to America and leaving the pair of us. What does it say on those posters?
Talk to him.
A dog is forever, not just for Christmas. What he doesn't realise, he's like you. He was no more than a stray when I took him in. Talking about biting hand that feeds you. And he talks about loyalty. You've got more loyalty in one port than he's got in the whole of his body. And you're just a dumb animal.
Right.
Look, just leave it, Lana. Don't let him needle you.
Just what the hell do you think you're trying to do, Harry Cross? If there's a dumb animal in here, it's you.
Look, you're wasting your time. Ignore him.
No! I want this feud ended. You're acting like a couple of kids. Speak to each other. Will you please speak to each other and get this over with once and for all? I don't believe this. 2 grown men. Please.
Not till he apologizes.
Oh, no, not till he apologises.
I've got to go into the office now, Dad, so, Gran can come out of hospital week after next. Mum says she's delighted with Louise turning up.
Is she?
Come on, Dad. If she makes Mum happy, then...
Oh, yes. if she makes her happy. I've no choice, have I? Brian Lawrence made her happy too. I have to grin and bear it.
He's got nothing to do with anything.
Hasn't he?
How are you feeling, love? You all right?
Not bad.
Sam, what were you doing in a stolen car?
Frank, that's enough.
Chrissy's lucky to be alive. 2 of them were killed.
Killed who?
Did you have to?
Killed?
It was the 2 boys who stole the car, love. Ronnie and Nisha are all right.
But Owen? What about Owen?
Owen's still alive. But he's been very badly injured and he's in a coma.
He didn't want to come. I made him. It's all my fault.
Oh, now, Sam, don't blame yourself for what happened, love.
Yeah, but he wanted us to go somewhere on our own and I wouldn't. It's all my fault, Dad.
No, it's not, love. No, it's not.
A quiet wedding for a staff nurse and her fiancé, or so he thinks, at Jimmy's next.